everyone, Janie here, and today I'm going to be using some beautiful scrapbook paper to make a winter-themed home decor project that is easy enough for anyone to do. Here are all the supplies that I laid out to use, but I'm not sure I'm going to use it all. And this is the absolute gorgeous scrapbook paper that I'm using from In Love Arts, and this is a 6x6 paper pack called Glacy. And the paper pack includes 2 of each design. And each one has an absolutely gorgeous winter scene that is perfect to be framed or used to make a home decor project like I'm doing. But next week, I'm going to show you how to use these papers to make absolutely gorgeous cards. So for this project, I'm using a scrap piece of wood that is 6 inches square and 1.5 inches thick. The perfect size for the paper and the perfect size to stand on its own. And I'm just sanding off any rough areas to smooth it out. And you may have noticed that there's some writing on this piece of wood, but that's okay because it's not going to show when I'm done with this project. Next, I'm going to be painting the back and 4 sides using this Valspar paint sample in this beautiful color blue called Cold Snap, which seems like a perfect name for a winter-themed project. And I laid it on wax paper to do this, not only to prevent a mess, but so the piece of wood would easily lift off without sticking. In the past, I have used old newspaper, but sometimes when lifting the project off when the paint is dry, the paper sticks to it. So I find the wax paper to be a better choice. And before I go any further, I'm just sanding off any lumps of paint so they don't interfere with attaching the paper. And with that done, it's now time to glue the scrapbook paper to the front of the wood. And I'm sure there's many different ways to do it, and I prefer to use a combination of my Beacon 3-in-1 glue so that I'll have a little wiggle room if I need it. But I am also using spray adhesive to get a strong, full coverage. If you do this, you can either spray it on the wood directly or on the back of the paper. And once I have that on the wood, I'm just using a brayer to smooth everything out to make sure the paper has completely adhered to the wood. Next, I'm going to be adding a little foil. And yes, you can add foil without a machine. I actually have a few videos that share many techniques that don't require a machine for foiling. And for this technique, I'm using a glue stick. Your normal, everyday, pick it up at the Dollar Tree kind of glue stick. And I'm just wiping that along the edge and then putting the foil over that and burnishing that really good and then peeling it off. And you'll notice that the foil looks distressed and not a perfect straight line, and that is the look that I'm going for, and that's the look that you'll get if you use a glue stick this way. It just adds a little something special around the edges. And I did that to all 4 edges for just a touch of silver to frame the paper. Next, I die cut the words "Let It Snow" from white glitter cardstock and a dark blue specialty cardstock, and using spray adhesive on the back of them, I'm going to layer them onto the paper with the dark blue underneath and the white glitter on top, giving the appearance of a shadow behind it. I chose "Let It Snow" because it's snowing in that picture, and I'm not sure if that showed up on camera. Now it's time to seal this so that it will be protected over the years, and you can use something like Mod Podge spray or Rust-Oleum or Krylon sealer, and I chose to use the Rust-Oleum clear gloss to seal this. There's not very much gloss to it, but if you want it to be glossy, just add a few more layers. Next, I was torn between adding this ribbon around the sides or just leaving the sides blue, but I decided to add it, and I could have used glue or a hot glue gun, but I knew that those would show through, and so I decided to use spray adhesive on the back of the ribbon, which was actually a little challenging to do, but it worked out. However, if I do this again, I'm going to add the ribbon before I add the paper so that I could just spray the adhesive on the sides of the wood block instead of trying to spray it on the ribbon and then add the paper. Trial and error, lessons learned. But in the end, it all worked out. I got the ribbon on there and it looks beautiful. I think I made the right choice. What do you think? Well, as you can see, I have a bow made out of that same ribbon and several other things to decorate this piece with. And the first thing I did was use my wire cutters to cut the little branches off from that piece because I was originally going to add it as one piece, but then I decided it was too bulky and I would have more control over positioning it if the little branches were separate. Next, I got out my Beacon 3-in-1 glue and my hot glue gun, and I glued on the bow. I like using both because the hot glue will take hold right away while my Beacon 3-in-1 is drying and will be more permanent. But for the little branches, I just used the hot glue gun to glue them on because they didn't lay flat, and so I thought it would just be easier that way. And after I got the bow on there and the branches with the pine cones, I decided that adding anything else would be overkill, and I was quite happy with how it looked. I hope you leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of this project and if you like making home decor things like this. And don't forget, next week's video, I will be showing you how to make some beautiful cards with the same paper pack. And if you're interested, I will have a link below in the description box for this paper as well as a 25% off discount code to In Love Arts should you decide to shop there. But if I were you, if you plan on ordering this paper, I would wait to order until after you see next week's video because there might be some cutting dies that you would like to order as well. Thank you all so much for stopping by and happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.